sharing the arts with wounded service members and their families. Hello, I'm Kelly Lynn, and this is Comcast Newsmakers. Joining me at this hour is Ermyn King. She's Director of Hospital and Hospice Programs with ArtStream. Very good to have you here.
Thank you for having me, Kelly.
Let's talk a little bit about ArtStream first. Exactly what do you do?
ArtStream is a local nonprofit that brings arts experiences to persons who might not have access to the benefits of these experiences otherwise, like persons with disabilities and many others. A part of ArtStream's work, which you may be aware of, is our actors with disabilities who create and perform original musical theater pieces. We also have the segment that I direct, the Hospital and Hospice Programs, which brings the arts into hospitals, hospice and bereavement centers, and other health-related centers.
You are visiting Walter Reed every week and visiting the wounded service people and their families. Tell me what you're doing with them.
We bring visual arts, music, storytelling, and creative writing and poetry to wounded military service persons and their family members, including children. We have all sorts of materials that we use to take our participants into new experiences and new creative zones. For instance, a warrior's wife said that as she was listening to the music with her husband, she thought she heard for the first time his response and saw in his feet him tapping what had been previously paralyzed feet as he tried to keep time with the music. We've had service members try to put themselves to sleep before surgery with music. And if we use sound effects, it may take them back to home and bring forth memories that help them to process their experiences.
So do you tailor what you offer depending on what the patient is going through?
We're very astute about what their needs are, and we try to honor requests. An example of this is my working very recently with a warrior who had a finger reattached, and it had to be in a hard finger cast. Because it was in that position, he felt that he began to see a puppet taking shape there. And I was able to slide right onto his middle finger a set of eyes to help him fully embody that character. He brought so much humor and joy to the people around him, including the military hospital staff, with his puppet.
What are the doctors saying about this? Because clearly it lifts the spirits of the individuals who are enjoying this, but does it have a direct connection to their well-being and their recovery?
It absolutely does. There is a lot of research that shows, and we see evidence as well, that immune system may be improved, anxiety goes down, maybe that a person has to take less medication, there's stress reduction. There are opportunities to process experiences in holistic ways. It is all beneficial.
Yes, you also use puppets with children. Tell me how you're using those and the impact of that.
We take a live actor and puppet play into the National Institutes of Health Children's Inn, and for instance, this Indian puppet illustrates how we take the children and their families to places that are far off or even to fantasy lands, and we empower them by letting them live out the experiences of heroes and heroines in the stories that we perform collaboratively.
And we should point out that you're offering these programs to, in this particular case with the puppets, to children who have lost a family member, a loved one, to really help them express their grief. What are you seeing with the puppets? And the children themselves are able to use them as well?
Well, actually, at the NIH Children's Inn, we're bringing the puppets to children who are ill and their family members, but we do also bring puppets to children who are bereaved. And what we see is that the children identify with the journey of the character moving through grief. And that's a great benefit to those children.
All right, Ermyn King, thank you again for coming in.
Thank you.
And we thank you for watching Comcast Newsmakers. If you would like more information about events happening in your community, go to Comcast On Demand and click Get Local. I'm Kelly Lynn. Take care.